In violin lessons on my cousin's violin. Dropped the
You
damn
were-
thing and it flew out.
and that's her
down
maiden
over the dam
name,
into
Bernice
water, and I had to
Newman,
go
that's
down
her-
and throw back
Yeah,
to the
maiden
other side
name
of it,
was,
rush it over where I could reach it, get it
or-
out of the water.
Could have
Did
been
it ruin it?
Batley.
Nope,
Oh,
Might have been Newman, she married Batley, or you'd have to ask Mom.
huh?
I says, you talked about mostly you and Bud
Yeah,
doing stuff, and then
That
this
was my
Bernice
twin.
and Bernice Newman.
Yeah.
Was she a Newman, or did she marry a Newman?
no, she was a Newman.
She was a Newman.
Mm-hmm.
She married Batley.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And you
We
went,
called him Dynamite. He was a little guy and we called him Dynamite.
you went to school with her.
Yeah,
Okay.
and they lived up the road from us when we went to school together.
Up the road, out there.
And at home, you know, over there on the river.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, whereabouts?
Well,
See,
where
this
was,
is where you lived, and this is where McLean lived.
well, she was up north of us.
On up north.
Yeah,
Okay.
probably half a mile.
Okay.
is she still around?
I have no.
Who did you say it was?
Bernice Newman Batley, is she still
Oh,
around?
she is. I don't know where she's at.
Because, like I say, Mom and I take trips, and we talk about old, and just for conversation,
Right, entertainment.
Uh,
Same thing we do.
Yeah. And so where have you been? Where have you been to all the cemeteries and all the
Mom and I, we've been coast to coast.
coast to coast?
We've been to Virginia in '84.
You got any stories about him?
No, he was a city marshal, wasn't he, over there? Yeah.
There's a lady at the nursing home that was married to him.
To
No.
his son, maybe.
Son. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Because he had a son, I think he had a son, Dickie, also.
Yeah,
Dickie Worth.
yeah, Dickie Withington, yeah.
Do you remember the fountain in the middle of the
Oh, yeah. In the park?
in the park
Uptown? Yeah.
uptown?
mhm. Yeah, it used to be there. Is it still there? I don't think it is.
Not the old one.
Not the
Not
old
the old
one.
one,
No.
Yeah, it used to be there.
Do you remember? Did you like it? Did you think it was pretty? Or did
Oh,
you,
yeah, we liked it. Mhm.
Yeah.
There was always water coming out of it when we was there, when we was kids.
Mhm. And fish? Were there
Yeah,
fish in the?
they had these little fish in the pond there.
Uh-huh.
Yellowfish, orange
Goldfish,
colored, goldfish, yeah.
They called her goldfish.
Okay.
They
Goldfish.
really were orange actually, but they called them goldfish.
Yeah, goldfish.
They have some special name too, there's some
But
special
we always
kind
called
of
them goldfish,
Yeah.
we called them.
Uh,
But on the river where we set the trout lines, we caught the catfish and the carp and the buffalo
Yeah,
and all
yeah.
that. Caught eel too once in a
Oh,
while.
yeah.
and that was your supper and what?
Well, yeah.
How did you preserve things back then?
Well,
Oh,
you
canned
just
stuff.
eat them right away. You
Yeah.
cooked them and ate them.
Did
Didn't
you ever
catch that many at a time.
Oh, okay. Did you ever smoke any of them or
No,
salt them down? or
Never
anything?
did,
Okay, just
We just ate them fresh, cook them and eat them,
Mhm.
fried them. What they did, they fried them.
They were good too.
was that
They were good.
Yeah.
your job kind of to do is to get the fish or did you just do
Yeah,
it for
we
the fun?
caught the fish, yeah. We'd
Yeah,
go
you
catch
did,
them,
okay.
go set
Mom
the
would
trout
say-
lines.
Okay.
Kids and my twin brother and I would set trout lines and catch them.
Mhm.
But you can vegetables and fruits and stuff.
Oh yeah, we always had a lot of stuff to can like that, yeah. So they had a garden and they had fruit trees in the garden and stuff like that. Strawberries and fruit trees and so we had a lot of that. And we picked the wild grapes, made grape jelly and made some wine too. Mom drank a glass of it one time and then she couldn't walk across the floor. I don't know how come she drank that much, but she did.
I wasn't used to it and it
Yeah,
really hit her.
evidently, yeah.
So then did your dad sell some of that?
No,
Or just had it
this
for
is
his
for our
own?
own use.
Yeah.
It's for his own use.
Yeah.
There used to be a lot of wild
My
grapes
oldest
in
brother
there.
used to take wine to parties like that.
Yeah.
How bad was your dad hurt? Did he lose the use of an arm or anything
Well,
from the
his
accident?
chest
or-
was caved in, and he couldn't work anymore after
So
that.
he couldn't breathe probably very
Well,
good.
it was kind of hard for him, yeah.
How old a man would he have been
62.
when he had the
Yeah,
accident? He was
uh-huh.
62.
He was 62.
So he was getting close to retirement time
Yeah,
anyway.
mhm.
I guess there was no such thing as
I
retirement.
don't think there
You
was
worked-
anything about retirement
You
then.
just
Dad.
worked till you
No,
couldn't work
no.
You worked
anymore.
until you wasn't able to work any longer, or
Yeah.
till you got sick and couldn't work or something.
Do you remember any of the names of the fellows that worked out there with him? Of course, she told us about the ones that got killed, Reed and.
Red Radford. What's the other one? Paget, Marion Paget.
But who were some of the other people that worked with him? Do you remember?
Yeah, George Reed.
That was my grandfather.
Yeah.
Charlie
Some
Davis,
Bishop.
Colonel
Don
Davis, Don
Bishop.
Bishop got hurt.
Uh-huh.
He got hurt in the mine.
Yeah. Mhm.
And he had his leg in a brace always after that.
Yeah.
There's quite a few guys that got hurt, but no.
Oh yeah, a lot of them got her over there.
Mm-hmm.
I see Charlie Davis, they called him Colonel Davis.
Yeah.
He was,
Yeah, he was the boss, wasn't he?
yeah,
Mhm.
superintendent, they call him, superintendent. Oh boy, Nugent and Slim Nugent and I think some of the Suttons worked over there.
Yeah. And when Dad got hurt over there, that idiot doctor brought him home instead of taking him to the hospital. Then my oldest brother came home and he took him to the hospital. Because he had a,
Was
he
that
had a,
Schumann?
he had, huh?
Was it Schumann, Dr.
Schumann?
Schumann?
No, Wilmoth.
Dr. Wilmot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where was the hospital?
Marysville. Mhm.
Is this one by the depot, the
Yeah.
train depot?
Well, there was also
No.
another one, there was,
And that house that's for sale, was that a hospital
yeah, but I
at one
can't
time?
think of the name of
Bush.
it. Who- huh?
The name of the hospital when it was there, I don't know.
Randall?
Randall was
Dr.
the one
Randall
across
Clinic.
from-
Yeah, uh-huh.
There was another hospital, oh, I can't think of the name.
I don't remember what the name of the other one was, but I remember Dr. Randall's hospital.
So you didn't live in Blue Rapids after you got married then?
No.
You never went back?
We moved to Irving. We went to Irving's where we went. And then after that, we moved down to Lillis. That's where we lived for years, down there.
That's where you learned to dance really good, I bet.
Mhm. I learned to dance at Blue Rapids, down there below the power. Yes, what was it, up
Theater.
above
The
it? Theater
theater.
above it, dance hall below.
Yeah,
That's
I
where we
did a
all
lot of
learned to
dancing there
dance.
too, that's where my husband and I met.
That's where we all learned to dance.
Oh, is that where you two met? You came clear up from Randolph.
I met mine in the chicken house, I called it, because I had a poultry in the Hannah plant.
Well, I don't remember any dances there,
The Hannah poultry and egg plant's where I met
Yeah, I
him,
know
so
what you're
called
talking
it.
about, but I don't remember that they ever danced there.
So what year did you get married?
34.
Okay, so that's when you.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Do you remember much about the war years? Did it affect your family anyway, or did your husband have to go?
No, my brother-in-law did. Joe, he had to go. My dad didn't. No, we had too many kids. We had 5 kids and they wouldn't take him. They said it cost too much to keep me and the kids. So they didn't take him. But they took Joe because he was single.
Okay.
He was gone. Just like that.
Yeah, but you talked about ration, you know, the food.
Oh,
I
yeah.
remember that.
Oh,
too.
yeah. And if we had something that somebody else didn't have, we traded with them.
Shoes were rationed and gas was
Yeah.
rationed and meat was
Sugar
rationed.
and everything was
sugar
rationed.
and
And
cell
if you had
phones.
your own meat, then you traded what you'd
If
get.
you lived on the farm, you were
Yeah.
lucky because you
Mhm.
had all,
Yeah.
and everything there was to eat pretty much.
We had our own meat, so Irene and Madeline got meat from us because they lived in Kansas City and they didn't have the meat. We did. So. And then baby clothes she got for me because I had always had another kid all the time. Had 7.
Oh, so, okay. Yeah.
Well, did you tell them about Herman getting shot?
No, I didn't think of that.
Well, tell that story.
Well, he was out there doing chores. Somebody was fishing out of season. He had to go see who it was down there. Hid behind a bush and he had on a duck, a collar. Anyway,
You
that-
said, you told me a coonskin hat.
yeah, and he had a collar too, and the guy that shot him was his best friend. He said, "See that possum? Watch me get him." Boom, got him right on top of the head.
He had a plate.
Oh yeah,
plate in his head. I
they-
remember that.
Yeah, they took his scalp off and put the plate out. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Who was his best friend though?
Naffy Kraft.
Who?
Kraft. But
was
what
his-
his real name was? We called him Naffy.
Naffy.
What was his first name? I don't remember. We always called him Naffy. That's what Naffy Kraft. What his name was.
Could have been Harry or it could have been,
Fred? No. Fred.
well, yeah, Fred Senior could have been. Or Ori. Several of them, I think.
Yeah, there was a whole bunch of them.
Now, where did they live?
They're Blue Rapids.
Oh,
They're-
they lived in town?
Yeah. mhm.
Okay.
So Herman was your brother? One of
Yeah.
your brothers, yeah, okay.
And then Bud was my twin, Edwin.
Yeah,
He was my
okay,
twin.
yeah.
But Herman was the oldest brother, the oldest.
And you remember him having that,
I remember hearing talking
They called him
about-
Hefty. That's what they called him. Was his name.
Yes, Hefty Vale, I remember that name
Yeah.
too. Now,
okay.
and my Uncle Ralph was probably around his age,
Yeah.
and they were,
Because you were talking about all the nicknames that, that-
Ralph, what was his last
Ralph
name?
Reed,
Oh, Lord, yes.
see, that was my uncle.
Yeah.
you were talking
My
about all
mother's brother.
Randolph, all the people
Yeah.
having nicknames down Randolph. Now, I think you're spewing out a few
Well,
nicknames.
I was telling Jack, I said, I never saw such a town. Everybody in Randolph's got a nickname. I said, I never, he said, well, how about, and he started naming off here, you know,
Yeah.
Boycraft and,
Yeah, Boy Kraft.
Dino McLean and all that. I
Dino
still got to
McLean, yeah.
thinking, well, Lord, I guess everybody up here's got a nickname
Yeah,
too. But to me, it was just so
yeah.
natural, I never
Yeah.
thought about it.
Yeah.
And Hefty Vale, yeah. I
Yeah,
remember
Hefty
that.
Vale. Yeah.
But Nafty?
Hefty.
Hefty.
Oh,
Oh,
Hefty.
Nafty. That was
Nafty.
Nafty Kraft, but I don't
Nafty.
know who that would have been. You'd have to ask Ada May, she would know probably. Because that would have been her uncle probably.
Do you remember
Or
Ada?
dad
Do
maybe.
you remember Ada Mae
Kraft.
Kraft? She married
Honeycutt.
Honeycutt. She lived in that big house.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Um,
Up above the dam there.
yeah, where the
Up on the hill?
Above the power plant.
Yeah.
It was down there.
Sutton's lived up there too.
and that stone
Some Sutton lived up there.
and that was a stone house that
Yeah.
was like
Mhm.
duplex type thing.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well, who lived in where Harry Johnson is?
Oh, what would have been lived in the house south of where that duplex was?
Where Harry Crafts lived.
Yeah.
Or well, by where Harry Craft lived.
Because I don't remember.
I don't think
Oh,
I've ever
I
heard.
should know that, yeah. Was it Barber? No, that was Leah Mall's maiden name. It was her mother was married to him, and it wasn't Barber, so it was another name. What the heck was it?
Were there a lot of snakes around?
Oh, yeah.
What type?
Rattlesnakes, bull snakes, black snakes,
Were there any copperheads?
and some
that you-
copperheads. Yeah, around the river, yeah, there was copperheads.
Mhm.
We had one in the hen nest one time. Herman got it out of there and killed it.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
I dreamed about a snake last night. It was a big one, and this guy kept throwing it at me.
Oh, my
I was
gosh.
just scared to death. I woke up at 2 o'clock and didn't go back to sleep the rest of the night. Because I'm scared to death of snakes.
Oh,
So that was just part of everyday living.
Oh,
is-
yeah.
Oh,
is-
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. We went out and played in the woods anyway.
Yeah. Mom, what about, did Bud get hit in the head with the dinner bucket, or did he hit somebody else, or what was that story?
some of the kids that tried to pull him down on the ground and he whacked them with the dinner bucket. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember what kids they was?
No.
No, okay.
He was on his way to school.
Yeah.
What'd you have in your dinner buckets usually? What
Well,
was,
we usually have a sandwich and, I don't know, some kind of fruit or something or other. That's
Mhm.
what we had. Wasn't anything fancy.
Hard-boiled egg, maybe?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And, the time that somebody took you to school in a car,
Oh, that was Dad's niece from, it was a fancy car, a big old thing. To us, it was fancy, yeah. Kids.
Well,
Vi
about,
Gannon, that was Dad's niece. She was out
Okay.
from Chicago, where she was from.
yeah. Well, do you remember how old you was or what grade
Oh,
you
no,
was in?
Just kids in school. Got to ride to school in that big fancy car.
And you hoped all your friends saw you get out
Yeah,
of it,
I
right?
suppose we did, probably.
Yeah, really?
Uh,
Yeah.
It would be the one that knows more.
Waterville?
No, she lives at Oldsburg.
Oh, Maxine.
Yeah.
Maxine Anderson would be who?
Everett's sister.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh,
And she knows more history of it than I do, you know, because I come into the family. And Paula may even know more history than what I do of it. But I know
We could ask Paul.
that the Mercs, Maxine had told me that the Mercs come over from Sweden. And at that time, you know, they might have been Johnson or Anderson. And then they took the Merc name and it was spelled with 2 O's with dots above them or whatever. And so, like say, Maxine would be the one to give you more information than what I could.
did she grow up in the home also?
No,
Was she in the home? No.
no, it was their dad.
Maxine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was
Everett's
Everett's
sister,
dad,
Everett.
Harry Merck and Gus Merck.
Yeah.
And,
Everett and Lawrence and Maxine were the siblings.
well, and Delbert and Dolores.
Dolores, yeah.
But
That's
there's just, you
5
know,
of them in there.
well, and Dawn, but like say, and Mary that didn't live very long, and an Alice that died of polio. But see, there's only 3 of them left, Maxine and Everett and Dolores.
Okay. But it's neat to have that picture of that orphanage too, because
Steeple off of the church is at the Meridol Cemetery there in Oldsburg.
Mm-hmm.